Hi, I am Raven Cook, a museum educator at Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. In this video, we will look at Ambulance Call by Jacob Lawrence. This work is tied to the tour Perseverance. To persevere means to keep on going even when things are difficult. While thinking about how the artist presents perseverance in his art, or how we experience the idea in our lives, we will do an activity. It will be helpful to have paper and something to write with to respond to the prompts in the video. Please pause the video to collect what you need. Before we get started discussing this work of art, let's take a few moments to look closely at it. Start by letting your eyes wander around the work of art, taking notice of some of the details, such as the colors the artist is using and objects that you recognize in the painting. Please pause the video to give yourself a few moments to look. Notice the colors that you see, the bright reds and bold blues, the blocky shapes of the figures, the expressions on the black and brown faces of the figures in the painting. The artist Jacob Lawrence was known for using bright, bold colors and blocky shapes in his works. He was also a gifted storyteller who would use his observations of people and places to tell those stories. He often used people in the Harlem neighborhood where he lived to tell about the struggles they were facing in his community. At the time that he painted this work, there was only one hospital in all of New York City that admitted African American patients. That meant that people of color in the city and the artist's neighborhood had to wait for long periods of time to see a doctor or have an ambulance come to their aid. Look again at the faces of the people in the painting and their expressions. Pause the video and write down some of the feelings or emotions that these people may have as this ambulance arrives and takes someone away on the stretcher. In your observations, you may have noticed sadness, grief, or feelings of loss. You may have also had a different feeling or emotion because of the colors of paint, or felt safety or comfort because of the people grouped together. People respond to challenging times in many different ways, but when they choose to persist or not give up in difficult times, they are choosing to persevere. The artist often painted stories of African Americans' struggle for justice and freedom. This painting shows that struggle for equality in healthcare and access to it. He also shows how African American neighborhoods and communities came together in these times of struggle. Look once more at the figures. Now see if you can see examples of how they are supporting one another. Pause the video to write down some of these examples. The artist created a bold, colorful narrative or story. You get to create the ending of that story in this activity. Write or draw what you think happens to the person on the stretcher, or someone in the crowd or family. You decide if they overcome or persevere through this event. To further explore the theme of perseverance, please see the videos of the works of art by Will Wilson, George Bellows, Ruth Asawa, and George Siegel in the Bridging the Gap series.